return?
Cash flow, you know, and well, I mean, it all comes down to cash flow, right? I mean, there's a return on investment typically on the form, but it comes down to cash flow. If you're a cash flow investor watching this event, you know, cash flow.
Cash flow is the king, right? Cash is king. A lot of times they get into cash on cash return, they get into cap rates, all that. I get it, they're good metrics, but me, in my position as CFO, I gotta come to you with a little bit of a different angle. So we're gonna evaluate a $100,000 transaction. You good with doing a little math?
In public, yes.
Okay,
let's go.
Simple math. The thing about this math, every client or every individual I work with on this, when I start asking the questions, they pause, like, okay, there's got to be a catch to that. Too dang simple.
Yeah, all
right.
So
we're going to go with a $100,000 transaction, well, on a 30-year fixed type of loan, and we're going to do it for, we're going to do it 20% down, because we can do 20% down on 10 properties now.
Yeah.
That's something we do on a single family. So that's what we're going to go with here. So if you're buying a $100,000 piece of real estate, putting 20% down, how much is that?
$20,000.
$20,000. Okay, and I'm going to say budget for $5,000 for your lender fees, title fees, taxes, insurance, inspections, appraisals, all that stuff, all that closing stuff. That's
sure.
$5,000. So how much are you spending?
$25,000.
$25,000. And most people are going to evaluate a cash on cash return based on that $25,000 being spent, right?
Sure.
Okay, here's my argument. You spent $5,000.
You spent $5,000. Okay, so the other is like a reposition of assets.
Exactly, because that money is not spent. The $20,000 went from a liquid account that you could spend indiscriminately on something that doesn't get you any return, or you could park it in an instrument, and in this case, it's a non-liquid asset, and let it grow. So in this situation, we talked before about how your money comes through the banks, and it comes through Wall Street, and there's somebody on the far end of that. They're like your business partner. It's no longer debt. I know that there's such thing, people talk about good debt and bad debt. I don't like the word debt in this at all, because it's not. It's your business partner. Let's talk about a quick partnership, right, before we get further into the math. So let's just say, well, this is more math. So we're going to go into business together. I'm going to put up 50%, and you put up 50%. How much ownership do you have in that business?
50%.
50%. How much ownership do I have?
50%.
50%. What percentage of the voting rights do you have?
Depends on the thing, but 50 probably.
50%,
yeah. Right.
And 50% for myself. What percentage of profit do you get?
50. 50, yeah.
If it doesn't go exactly perfect, your partner does what percentage of the bitching though?
100%.
100%. That's the nature of partnerships. Well, in this new partnership arrangement that we have, that I assist you with, is to get somebody to put up 80% of the capital for your business, and you're putting up 20, right?
Right.
But does that 80% capital stakeholder, do they have any percentage ownership in your business?
None of the upside, is that what you mean? Right.
They have none. You get the cash flow.
That's right.
They get maybe, let's just say, for argument's sake, 4-point-some-odd% of that 80% in 12 installments every year, and they leave you alone.
Right.
And the other beautiful thing is that you're not even paying them back. Somebody else is paying them back, and you get to write off as if you did. So you tell me who's taking advantage of who there.
Sure.
And if we want to get into it even deeper, they have a lot of audit costs and a lot of overhead expenses they have to pay. So in reality, the interest that they're collecting, on the majority of these deals, it'll take them 3 to 5 years to get their money back just to get even. Let's see where you get your money back at.
Okay.
So we talked about the $25,000, and we said that you didn't spend 25, you spent 5.
Right.
So let's talk about your 20. So it's parked there, growing at 13.33% per year.
Okay.
Does that seem reasonable?
That's a great savings account.
That's a phenomenal savings account.
Tell me more.
How it's doing that is your partner that we just described is getting paid down every month, right? Somebody else is occupying the asset and paying that down. So we're talking about a 30-year example here. Okay. So that $80,000 is getting paid off, and that equity is going into that non-liquid account over that 30-year window, right? So your 20 becomes 100 over 30 years.
Right.
You take that 80, you divide that by the 30 years, and I know people want to argue, well, you've got amortization tables. We're throwing that all out. We're just taking generalities.
It's not averaged and leveled out, but if you did that,
you left it there for 30 years and you were disciplined here, because that's what savings is, a discipline. Your 20 is going to grow by 13.33% every year until it becomes 100. Then it stops.